Yo, youngs and nannies, brothers and sisters. Today, we're going to talking about your plans. And this is one of the biggest mistakes I've been making in my life. For the longest time, I've always been telling others my grandiose plans. I'm gonna get all A's, straight A's. I'm gonna get to the top of the school. I'm gonna make $1 million. Like all these things, we dream about. These impossibilities. Nothing's impossible. Uh, you know, that's a whole different topic, but I think that we shouldn't be talking about our plans. We shouldn't be talking, like yapping all this nonsense to our friends, our family. Hey, first of all, I don't think they care, to be honest. Right? Not no offense to your goals and dreams, but I don't think many people would care that much. Obviously, your friends, family, they're probably gonna believe in you, right? But like, first of all, it's like, what's the point? What's the point of telling others this, right? Because I wouldn't be talking about this if it wasn't a problem, if it wasn't harmful to you. It's harmful to you. The reason why is because it's giving you external validation. It's giving you dopamine. What you're doing, you're rewarding yourself for something that you haven't done yet. You're getting external validation for something that you haven't done yet. Alright, I've been guilty of this many times in my life. Whenever I tell my parents that I'm gonna get to the top of the class, I always failed. Okay, one time I didn't fail, but I always failed when I announced something, right, that I was gonna do. I feel like it's pretending that we're someone that we're not. Like it's stroking our ego or something. Not in the sense that we're not trying to be ourselves, because obviously we want the good grades. We want to be the best version of ourselves. But we're seeking validation, right? When we're not that person yet. We're not the person who's able to get the grades. We're not the person who's able to make the money. Just like the analogy. How people who win the lottery, they lose all their money, right? In a week or so. That's because they haven't had the attributes of being a millionaire or a billionaire. Your whole life is dictated by your self-image, right? All your actions, all your behaviors, all your thoughts, that's all surrounding your self-image. Whatever you do, it's a reflection of yourself. I'm a disciplined person now. Why? That's because I actually put in the work, right? I put in the work consistently, and then I'm like, oh shit, I'm actually consistent. I'm actually disciplined, right? So it's like, don't be someone who you're not, because I think that 9 times out of 10, if we try to seek validation when we're not the person who can achieve those things, we aren't going to achieve those things. You feel me? Right? And just how instant gratification is. That's basically instant gratification. How we're scrolling on TikTok, YouTube. We feel like, our brain feels like we're getting something done. All right, the brain can't really tell the difference between, because dopamine in the moment is still dopamine. But yeah, so point is, it's harmful because you're seeking validation for something that you're not. Right? Which means, okay, you're gonna be a little bit lenient, a little bit complacent because you're not there yet, but you're still getting satisfied. Right? Your ego is still getting satisfied, right? Right, the next point is being a badass. Okay. Who are the most badass people in the world? You know those in those movies like James Bond, bro. You know, spies, right? Spies, detectives, badass. You know how superheroes like vigilantes, badass. You know why? It's because they're taking all the action. But they're not announcing it to the world. Alright? And I think people are definitely way cooler. Right? When you see them, it's like summer glow up. You know, and they actually do the thing without telling other people. Right? You know, just how New Year's resolutions is. You know, I think the premise of a New Year's resolution is great. But seriously, you know, most people, like 99% of people quit their New Year's resolutions. I'm serious. How often do you see people actually complete their New Year's resolutions? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Alright? Imagine the guy coming to school. He's all buff and shit. Alright, this is external. You know, your value isn't determined by external sources. But imagine how cool he'll be, right? When he comes up, you know, he's smart, he's intelligent, he's getting the grades, but he's not really telling anyone, right? You get to the end of the year, you know, the school award ceremony. G isn't telling everybody, yeah, I got 100% on my test. Like, obviously celebrate your wins. But he isn't gonna tell everybody, oh, bro, I'm gonna get that award, bro. Like, imagine if he just shows up and gets that award. How cool would that be? And that's my point. The coolest people in the world are walking the walk. They're actually taking action. You know, just how we say, just do it. Take action. They're actually taking action instead of wasting time, announcing it to everybody, getting external validation. This is the point I'm trying to make. It's actually being proven in like science, and I'm not an expert. I don't got my random control trials to show you, but I watched this video. Mark Brunette, you know, art school. He said introverts are more likely to succeed. You know how introverts are less socially active. You know, they don't announce their goals to other people as often, which is why they're more likely to succeed. Right? So yeah. And also I think that keeping your goals to yourself is building a sense of reliancy, sense of trust in yourself. Instead of relying on other people to validate you, right? The only thing you have is here, right? And when you actually go out and achieve the things that you actually want, right? You're gonna build a much stronger relationship with yourself. You're gonna build a much stronger trust, much stronger respect for yourself. And I think that's really one of the main messages of this, you know. So anyway, you know, don't tell anybody your goals. Don't tell anybody your New Year's resolutions. Exactly what my point, you know, I was thinking about accountability partners. Maybe some of you want accountability partners. You know, I think accountability partners could be great. It could be great. I don't have much experience with them myself, you know. But the thing is, accountability partners are external sources. You know, you're relying on external sources to keep you accountable, which is great. But you know, it's exact same point I just made. You should at least try to motivate yourself first. You should develop a strong base inside of you first before you let other people try to motivate you. Okay? So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching to the end. You know, so peace.